Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie. Today is Monday morning, and I've already been pretty busy. I bought 5 more of these boxes this morning, so I ran to Home Depot. I needed one for this stuff here. I've got 4 more of these out in the truck. While I was gone, I decided to go ahead and I had 5 large UPS boxes that were going out. Decided to go to UPS store. UPS store was packed this morning, so probably going to be like that around here until Christmas. So here we go. I think we're into the Christmas mode full force here. So need to go ahead and get these packed. I think other than that, I think we have like 9 more things that sold overnight. I packed everything up, and it's waiting for the carrier now over the past 2 days. So all I have to pack now are these things here, and then the things that sold overnight, just a few things. So we'll go ahead and get those pulled, and then we'll see what else we get into today. All right, that big old box is packed. And Candice is doing fine. She's recuperating and resting as she's supposed to, and there's no complications. She's good. Hopefully she'll be out here to say hello in a couple of days to y'all. I know she wants to, but she also needs to rest. So, but yeah, everything is fine. There were no surprises at all. Nothing negative. All good. So this is the first thing we're pulling. This Bull Terrier pen from Pocket 51 sold for $13.49 plus shipping on top. On 9 Bravo, we have a wrestler back here, and I think it's this guy right here. I believe this is him. There's a PT on his shorts. It's weird the way his shorts, the top of his legs are made to look like shorts. That's different. $17.99 plus shipping on top for this. This guy's Primetime Elix Skipper wrestling fig. All right, in the cube we sold some Fontanini, and looking for Phoebe right here. Phoebe sold for, I believe, $14.99. Is that right? Yeah, $14.99 plus shipping on top for Phoebe. And we're pulling a sports card, 1DU30, I think it was. Let's see. Should be this one right here then. Zion Williamson. This is a Zion Williamson rookie card. It's a Duke card. This sold for $8.99 plus shipping on top. This is going eBay standard envelope. On 6 Delta, we sold some Littlest Pet Shop stuff. It's like a lot. 3-piece, that's not it. I just listed this yesterday. That's nativity set stuff. I think, yeah, this is it right here. Littlest Pet Shop. It's like an ice cream shop or something. This sold for $13.99 plus ship. And on 4 Bravo, we sold another lot. This is, ooh, it might actually be down here. I wonder if that's it. It's a Build-A-Bear lot. I think that could be on the wrong shelf. Let me take a look at this. I think this might be it. There's a dog bowl in there. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's it. Yep, this is it. This lot of accessories sold for $13.49 plus ship. Okay, and then the box that I just almost pulled, we are pulling it. This is a 3-piece nativity set. It's got Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in it, and a manger. This sold for $24.99 plus ship, and this is ready to ship. I figured it was going to sell pretty quick, so I went ahead and packed it up. And then the last thing we're pulling is one of the few starting lineups I kept around. This is a Dennis Rodman with green hair. I already knew the Dennis Rodman sold pretty well, so I kept them. $14.99 plus shipping on top for this one. The different color hairs sell for slightly different amounts. So that's everything that's sold overnight. I'm gonna get that packed and then I'll finally be caught up. Okay, all packages are done. The only thing I have left to do, I just need to bring that to UPS store at some point. That's 3 Fontanini pieces in there. One of them's really big. So yeah, I feel really good getting all that stuff under control. Because I had actually one of the things in there is late. Should have gone out I think Friday, and it didn't. The other 2 are on time. So I've got some potential late stuff that's gonna hit, but hopefully people will be cool with it. Hopefully the packages will get there fast. But anyways, now I'm going to edit some video, and I'll just give y'all a brief overview of how I do this. So if you look over here, these are the different events. And so what I'm about to work on now is from the 23rd. That's when I imported it anyway, and it's all these clips. It's actually a fairly short one. It's only 20 minutes and 16 seconds. And I do have my little end thing is already in here. If I go to the end, I've got the end music and the little end screen for all the people that joined the channel. And then I already drug all these clips down here in order and dropped them. And so now it's just a matter of, usually, like, okay, this is a beginning clip. Usually it's as simple as this. Good morning. If I look on the timeline, I could tell where I start talking, which is right here. I'll back it up just a little bit, and then I'll split that in half and delete that portion. And then, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie. Usually this first clip is an intro clip, and I'll just watch it through, make sure it's good, and I might trim off the back of it. So I'll do that now. And then after I get done with that initial clip, I'm into the order pulling part now. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of scrub over each one of these clips. I'll figure out what the item is. Then I go to my eBay app. I find that item. I go ahead and I'll go ahead and take a screenshot. And then I'll move on to the next item. And if they're all in order, then it makes it easier. But these aren't, so I'll just have to do a quick search on my phone to find the right ones. In this case, that didn't work. I do Mickey. See if that finds it. Okay, yeah, here it is. And I've been doing this view lately because it shows the actual price and the actual shipping that people pay. It doesn't show the photo quite as big. But and yeah, and I just keep on doing that. And then I'll have, like, that's an Astro World mug. Astro World, I'll search that. This is the time consuming portion of it right here. And then I'll do that. And then once I get them all together, I'll have them in my photos here. Then I have to go through on each one of those clips. On each one of those clips, I'll go through and edit, and I'll just have to do a crop. And one of the the big reason I do a crop is to make it the right size. The other thing is to hide any kind of customer data. And then I have this. Then once I have them all together, then I can airdrop them over and then drag them into the project. So then once I get past the part where I'm order pulling, usually there will be some other shenanigans going on. I don't watch that yet. But I just kind of scrubbed through everything to make sure there was no more order pulling. And then I go back to my phone and I go ahead and crop all of those photos up. And after I do that, that's when I'm glad I have Apple, because this makes it easy. I select all those thumbnails that I already formatted. I hit airdrop button. I send them via airdrop over to the Mac. And then it's just a simple matter of highlighting them all and then dragging them into the project. And then now I have to go back to the beginning. I can skip this first intro part because I already trimmed the front and back of that. And now I just have to go in. And I will do a little bit of trimming here too. Like I'm trimming off 0.7 seconds there. And then I just have to figure out where I want to drop that clip. Okay, first up is on 8 Delta. We sold a... And I usually like to drop the clip right before I go to pull the item. I'll drag it out to extend it all the way. Now, obviously, I don't want it to cover the full screen. So then I need to do picture in picture, and then I'll resize it a little bit, drag it over here. If Candice is in a shot or there's something over here that is getting covered by this, sometimes I'll put it over here. I prefer to put it on the right side for some reason though. And then I'll go ahead and watch the whole clip through. Okay, first up is on 8 Delta. We sold a Build-A-Bear thing. Yeah, this guy right here. LSU Tiger Build-A-Bear sold for, was it 20? Yeah, $19.99 plus shipping on top for that guy. And I'll stop it there. I'll highlight all clips, and then I'll put a break in there, and then I'll click on. It's kind of hard because I use a ton. Just a quick piece of advice for anyone that wants to edit video: learn keyboard shortcut. Learn keyboard shortcuts earlier rather than later, because or sooner rather than later, because that's going to save you a ton of time. So then I just go through the rest of these clips just like that, adding in all the thumbnails. Then, since this is like almost a daily vlog, 5 days a week, there's not as much production value that goes into these as there might be other people's videos. There just aren't, because I can't have time. I don't have the time to do it. I have a lot of things that happen like this. This sold for $19.99 plus ship. In that case, I actually said that sold for $19.99 plus ship, and I know it did not, because it says on the screen here $14.99 plus ship. So I don't know why I said that. I just made a mistake, but I'm just gonna let it go, because like you can see it right here. So most of the things that I say, like if y'all notice in videos, like when I say something that's just wrong, like clearly wrong, a lot, like I would say at least probably 60-70% of the time I already know, and I've already cringed myself during editing, and I just let it go, and I put it out there anyway. That's only when it's something that's not like a big deal. If it was something that was like critical information that I might be leading viewers astray on unintentionally, but I want to make sure they get the right info, sometimes I'll also go ahead and put like a text hit, or I might edit part out, or something like that. Okay, I've finished, and this is what it looks like. Now I've shrunk it down so you can see it all on one screen. This is about as simple as one of these shed videos get. This is one of the shorter ones. It doesn't have that many items in it, and it's ready to roll. So I spent right at an hour on this one editing, because at a bare minimum, I watch every second of footage before it goes out. So I watch everything through once. So I'm going to have at least 20 minutes just from that. And then these thumbnails add a bunch of time. Actually, other than these like putting these thumbnails in and grabbing that stuff off the phone, this would be like maybe a 30-minute edit, but putting these in, it turns it to about an hour-long edit. So then once I get done with that, I'll go up here, export file, and then I just have to come up with this one we talked about, posters or something. Oh, wait. This one I talked about, P90X. There we go. So I just need to come up with a working title, and then it's 1080p 60. Wait, let me go back. 1080p 60 is what I choose to do at quality high, compress faster. It's going to be about 3 gigs right here. And then I hit next, and then it's going to save it in my downloads. That's fine. And then this thing's going to go around. It's going to take about, I'd say probably 8 minutes to render that out. It's going to render that file. It's going to show up in my downloads folder. I'll take y'all all the way through this thing. It's going to show up in my downloads folder right here. That's a temporary file. This is the main file. This temporary file goes away once it's all finished. And then I'll show you what we do after that. So once it's finished, this will pop up, share successful. Then I go over to YouTube and click on upload video. And I just choose my file. And then it starts uploading. And then the cool thing is, while it's uploading, I can actually reuse details. And most everything, like description tags, all that kind of stuff, I'll just reuse from the last video. And then I will need at some point to do a thumbnail, and I'll have to replace this working title with a real title. I'll usually think about that while it's uploading and I'm doing something else. But then I can go ahead and turn like monetization on. I just let YouTube put the ads in. Ad suitability, I have to say it's none of these things: drugs, hateful, firearms, etc. Submit. And then I will also add in an end screen. It's going to put like, so it's going to run my little end screen for about, I think, 10 seconds or so with nothing. And then it'll pop in a video suggestion and then a subscribe button thing at the end of that. So then I'll save that. Next, and then I'm just going to leave it as unlisted and hit save, and then it'll just sit here and continue to upload in the background. And that's when usually I'll go ahead and try and figure out a title, or I'll get Candice to say, I'll say, hey Candice, you want to scrub through this real quick? What do you think for a title? And then we'll just kick it around a little bit. Usually a pretty good bit of time is spent on that. So that's the whole process of getting a video up. I would say probably on average 15 hours a week that I spend on YouTube, maybe a little more, just depends. So yeah, that's everything. Time to eat some lunch. It's Hot Pockets today, so I'm pulling stuff from the unlisted shelf and going through it. Some of it's not that great, like this helmet, for instance. Get what I can for it. I have this helmet, both are in bad condition. I have this little amplifier I'm going to test in just a bit. I have some more of these balance weights in here. Missing a weight again. But yeah, I've got just a ton of assorted junk on this shelf that I'm going to be working through while Candice is out. And I probably will be going to storage some too to get more. We also have a ton of cards and stuff in here that I have to figure out what to do with. And then we still have a few fontanini. These pieces over here now, a couple of them are sellable, a couple of them are not. Some of them are just missing so much stuff. I don't think this is sellable. This may not be sellable either. And these aren't worth hardly anything. These had some kind of issue, I think, too. Oh, like this guy's he doesn't have his fishing pole or the fish. That's a big deal. Like that makes it almost unsellable. So I'm gonna figure out what to do with that stuff too. Candice bought all the Fontanini stuff for $125, and I just added it up. I added up because I listed 7 pieces yesterday on Sunday, and we've now listed a total of $636 from the $125 Fontanini buy. So that's gonna, and we've sold a bunch of it too already, so that one's gonna work out pretty well. But I'm just gonna come around here and pick whatever I can to list, and probably gonna start figuring out some of this stuff for donating and whatnot, or maybe starting position for another garage sale or something. I'm not sure what to do with some of it, but I'm gonna figure that out the rest of the day. It's 3 o'clock now, so I'm probably gonna work out here for another 3 or 4 hours today. So hope y'all enjoyed the little thing about YouTube. I know that might not be for everybody, but some of y'all have expressed in the past like whenever I show kind of behind the scenes of that side of the business, y'all have kind of enjoyed it. So I thought I would mix a little bit of that in. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.